afternoon everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster Alton Towers. Today we are finishing Tower Street. It's all done now. I wanted to keep the videos on Tower Street to a bare minimum because, it's not a ride like Oblivion or Smiler where it's a bit boring, to be honest, to do constant videos on buildings. So yeah, this is the last episode. It's going to be cut down quite a bit because we do a lot of building in this episode. In the next episode we're going to be moving on to the whole entrance, the entrance plaza, hopefully do the corkscrews as well. And yeah, we really are coming to the final few stages of this first phase of Alton Towers Resort, and it may potentially be released before the target release date of late July. I have no idea at the moment, but yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. There's not much left to do after I've done the entrance plaza. There's battle galleons and the rest of the scenery and the landscaping, and that's it, to be honest. We are almost finished with phase 1A, which is tremendous news, and I only started this about a month ago, so to be in this position already is actually amazing. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do consider subscribing because it helps our channel a lot more than you think. And also, if you're not on our Discord server, why aren't you? Because we have a lot of stuff going on the local Discord server. Of course, we've got a contest going on at the moment, and yeah, we're going to be judging that in the next few weeks. I'm on the Discord server a lot, streaming Planet Coaster, streaming the Alton Towers project. A lot of people on the Discord server who tune into the streams are seeing progress made constantly before you're seeing it on the videos. So that's another reason to join the server, really. Right, well, with all that being said, let's get into the time lapse. So to start off today's video, we are doing the middle of Towers trading. Of course, I've done the main entrance to Towers trading already. I did that off camera, but of course, like I said, it was in a stream on Discord. So all the stuff that I do off camera and doesn't get put in a time lapse, does get streamed on the Discord. So yeah, definitely join it. I keep advertising Discord too much, but yeah. So here I'm actually doing the whole massive blue building. It's kind of one of the buildings that gets unnoticed in Tower Street. I definitely don't notice it a lot of the time. It's got like a massive sort of logo thing at the top, and yeah, I wasn't really sure how to do it, so I just put one of the in-game things there. Also, the photo kiosk is in this area of Tower Street, and to be honest, I was thinking about doing a photo kiosk. I was saying, like, how am I going to do this? It's got a weirdly shaped roof, it's got a weird sign with the mother hen font. Of course, the mother hen font is the branding that Alton Towers mainly use for their adverts and all their marketing and everything. So I was like kind of thinking, how am I going to do that? Don't really know, but I figured out eventually. It took a few hours to make the sign for the photo kiosk. There is something I would like to talk about, and that is, of course, the recently announced Alton Towers CD from Home Score. Of course, we have a Thorpe Park CD that was released a few years ago when they did the Thorpe Park soundtrack, and a lot of people are saying that they can't wait to hear the full soundtrack of Smiler or Heritage or Tower Street. The thing you need to remember is that this is going to be watered down, because the first time I listened to the full Thorpe Park soundtrack, of course, there's like 7 tracks. There's Ghost Train, Entrance Bridge, Port and Base Camp, Jungle, Lost City, Walking Dead The Ride. The first time I listened to all of it, like they're all 30 minutes long, it's very, very different to the CD version. The CD version is very watered down. It's shortened quite a bit actually. So don't expect the full soundtracks to be put on a CD. Don't expect the full Smiler soundtrack. Don't expect the full Tower Street soundtrack. Don't expect it, because the Thorpe Park CD is incredibly watered down and incredibly shortened. So who knows? The only track I'm really excited for the Alton Towers CD is actually Heritage, and that's because I absolutely love the Heritage soundtrack. I absolutely find it so calming, so peaceful. It's not like Tower Street. I feel like Tower Street soundtrack, it sounds a bit more like brand heavy, the Tower Street soundtrack, whereas Heritage, it really, really suits the area really nicely. Smiler, I don't understand why people listen to Smiler. I don't understand how you can listen to Smiler. For me, Smiler is just an area soundtrack, and that's where you hear it. Of course, I can't sit there for 70 minutes and listen to Smiler soundtrack, because it is literally just like machine sounds and ha 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 all over again. If you do listen to it and if you do enjoy it, then yeah, we all like different things, but me personally, I hate Smiler's soundtrack. Another soundtrack I'm really looking forward to is Enchanted Village. Of course, Heritage and Enchanted Village are like the only ones I don't have, so I'm really, really looking forward to actually listening to those full soundtracks. And yeah, I just said full soundtracks. Of course, it's not going to be the full soundtrack, but you know, we can be hopeful, of course. So just to talk about the phase plan for the Alton Towers project, of course I did delay Williams World to phase 2, I believe, instead of phase 1B like it originally was, and that's because they actually delayed the opening to Williams World in real life to next year. Now currently I am considering also delaying the Alton Towers dungeons and putting that into phase 2 or phase 3, because it's not going to open this weekend. Alton Towers has said that the Alton Towers dungeons will remain closed, whilst every other attraction will of course open. Hex is still a bit iffy. We don't know if Hex is going to open yet or not, but they've definitely said Alton Towers dungeons will not open, and because of that I can't really do the dungeons. Of course I've been in the dungeons in real life, I do remember it and what it looks like, but I would prefer to have a second run through, look through the details that I didn't notice in the first run through, and yeah, just try and identify every single bit, because of course you can't record it. I've got no reference images or anything to go off of, apart from the media day that they did, but they didn't actually show everything in the media day. Like the Black River boat ride wasn't in it at all, so it's kind of a bit difficult. I am thinking about delaying the dungeons. Here I am of course starting the big yellow photo kiosk, which is of course where you can pick up all your photos that you've ordered throughout the day. Of course you can still get your photos from ride exits, but like you can choose to have it sent here and then pick it up from here at the end of the day, and it's actually quite convenient, that is, to be honest. And I actually found this photo kiosk both easy and hard at the same time. Easy because I can literally just do one side and copy and paste that side to make the octagon shape that it is, or it was hard because of the sign. The sign was a bit iffy to do. It took me about an hour or 2 hours to design, because it's not in like a standard brick square font sort of thing where you can just do it easily. It was the mother hen font that they use, but the thing is I felt like that would take too long to do with FreeMaker's Toolkit, and it would just be a bit iffy. I found it really difficult to do Hex's Madhouse. I find it a bit difficult to do most of these signs and everything with other areas of the park. My curious mind, however, doesn't seem to mind doing FreeMaker's Toolkit. I don't understand how he does it. I had a look around his Spimble Wizard area, and he's done FreeMaker's Toolkit for pretty much everything. Like he's done the custom sort of, what you call them, like the points sort of theming, like basically yeah, the theming, let's just say the theming. He's done that in Team TK. He did the entire sign for Spimble Wizard in Team TK, which was wow. Because I can't do that myself. I mean, probably if I try I could, but I can't be bothered, to be honest, and I'll just rather do it with pieces in Planet Coaster. Here, doing the Tower Strange shop, of course. Now these windows do have all the advertisements in front of them with like Oblivion, Galactica, Rita, Wickerman, and it has like, you know, ride advertisements on those windows. I will be doing that, but later on, before this phase gets released to the workshop. Don't worry, I'm not leaving it blank, I will get to it, but just not now, because I would like to move on to the entrance. I feel like I've been doing Tower Street for a bit too long now. I'm kind of getting bored of doing Tower Street, and I just want to move on to the next thing really. Here, just starting the entrance for Tower Trading. Just to mention, this is not going to have an interior, and that's to keep the piece count down. I determined that, you know, you care about the rides and the attractions, you don't really care about the shops in this, do you? So why waste piece count on something that not a lot of people care about, not a lot of people are going to bother to look in, when instead we can put that piece count into more detailed rides and attractions such as Smiler or Oblivion, or upcoming in the next phase, which is Return 13. So yeah, that does bring an end to today's video. Thank you very much for watching. We've now completed Tower Street and we'll be moving on to the main entrance and the whole plaza area in the next video. With that being said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing, because it helps out the channel a lot more than you think. And if you're not on our Discord server, of course join the Discord server, we've got lots of stuff going on there. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.